Hey y'all, welcome to Sunshine Haze. I am Aja A, and as you see tarot cards on your screen, it means I'm back, baby. I did just hit y'all with a full moon tarot forecast, but that's because I hella missed the Taurus lunar cycle as far as the tarot readings go. I like to do new moon forecasts just because I like to get an idea of what's coming in, what new things are coming in for me. The full moon is more about release, but I don't know about y'all, life has been really crazy. I've definitely been feeling the release of the Sagittarius moon. I feel like it's carrying over into this Gemini moon, but you know, that's a whole other video. Before I get started, like I said, doing a new moon tarot forecast. This video is for Libra, so Libra sun, Libra moon, or Libra rising. If you feel like what I'm saying in this video is not resonating with you, please do not drop any comments talking about I'm a Libra, oh my gosh, none of that made any sense to me, that doesn't sound like my life at all. Nobody cares. I am sorry, I don't care. I will delete your comment. I say in every video, every tarot video, go watch your moon and rising sign, or go watch you some other free YouTube videos. Keep in mind that this reading is for the free, y'all. You get what you get, okay? All right, Libra sun, Libra moon, Libra rising, doing a new moon in, what is this, Gemini, new moon in Gemini forecast. So let's just go on and get started. Shuffling for you. I'm going to, I saw the 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck for you guys, but I've already shuffled it in, so that's good. And this is interesting. I typically don't have reverse cards in my deck, because I don't shuffle like some of the tarot readers who do the bridge shuffle. I'm not a fan. I don't like to read with reverse cards. So when reverse cards really do come out, it means they're really reversed, because I don't know how they would have gotten reversed in my deck. So we just saw the 10 of Cups, and then we saw the 9 of Wands reversed. So before I get started on your reading, quick little message. I think that means, you know, Libra, if things are not going the way that you planned, or if things are, you know, kind of upside down for you, if you know your living situation, your finances, your career, your relationships with people, family, you know, friends, lovers, sometimes with those Pentacles cards, that's been all out of whack. Just, you know, keep in mind that you have to figure out how to tap into figure out how to bring that back to being right side up, I guess, so that you can tap into that 10 of Cups energy. I think those cards are saying, like, it's there, you have potential, but you know, you gotta literally get your shit together. Okay, Libra, let me, now, what's gonna be going on in this spread? We are going to be looking at, like I always do, a 5-card spread, the energy and the crossing energies, like always. Also gonna be looking at, since this is the Gemini moon, we're gonna be looking at what's breezing in for you. What are you about to adapt to, or what do you need to change in your life? Or what is changing, depending on what card comes out. And then also gonna be looking at, Gemini is all about, you know, communication and self-expression and creativity. So we're going to be looking at, you know, how can you live in and walk in your truth, or how are you, basically a message tied to that. And as always, we're going to do a little soul message card for you guys, okay? What is in store for Gemini? What is in store for this Gemini new moon for Libra sun, Libra moon, and Libra rising? And then you guys, if you want some more information on what this moon is all about, and I would actually, you know, I would like for y'all to watch all my videos, but I would watch this video because this time is very, very important for us, as it has a lot to do with us living our best lives and actually resonating with, like I said, living in our truth. So, you know, if you want some more information on that, it's about a 20-minute video. People tell me I'm funny, so you might want to go watch it. Okay, all right, Libra, what's gonna be popping for you from mid-June to mid-July, Libra? I was just with my Grammy too, and I was thinking about pulling my cards out and reading for her, but I was having too much fun talking to her. My Grammy is a Libra. My Grammy is my favorite Libra, aside from Natasha, Natu, aside from you. I miss you, girl. I miss you. Natasha is my old roommate turned one of my, like, best, closest friends. Also one of my, like, I consider her one of my spiritual advisors and mentors. Now, if you would just get your creative shiz popping, girl. And I just saw the full card. Okay. I think that was actually for you, Natasha, that the full card just came out. So, I don't know, girl. I don't know. Something's going to be changing, Libras and Natasha. Okay, all right. Now I'm going to read for all of y'all. What's popping for all the Libras, not just Natasha. It's popping for all the Libra suns, all the Libra moons, and all the Libra rising people, rising Libras. All right. I've done enough talking. Let's go on and cut the deck. And sorry for the shadow, y'all. I'm not in my regular space, but I think I may like reading in this space a little bit more anyways. All right, let's see what's good for y'all. What is good? Oh, Libra. And you want to know something? I think Cancer's got that card too. I want to say we got that card as well. If not in that position, our spread had a lot to do with that. So that ties into that reverse 9 of Pentacles. You know, something is off, and it's kind of stopping you from making the moves that you want to make. But we'll get more into the spread in a minute. Okay, I know what that is. I think I know what that is. Oh, Libra, your spread is very similar, aside from the sun card. I ain't getting no sun card in the Cancer reading. This is interesting, y'all. All right. Oh, you know what? My candle is not lit. Do I have a lighter with me? All my friends watching this video, y'all know I got a lighter with me. Shout out to Altitude and shout out to the Tribe, White Lighter Gang. Tribe. We'll see how long I can do that. I hope I don't set off the fire alarm. Okay, y'all, I'm doing a lot. Let's talk about y'all's cards. Okay, so coming up in the first position, y'all Libras have the 8 of Swords. One of my aw shit cards, one of my least favorite cards. I actually hate seeing that card. Just in general for this deck. I think with this deck it's not my favorite. But you know, tarot tends to have kind of the same meaning across the board, at least for traditional tarot decks. But I am an intuitive reader, so I read for the messages that I get loosely based off of what the cards mean. But whenever I see this card, it's always the same shit. It's Libra, this energy for you during this new moon in Gemini. So either this energy could be very prominent literally around the new moon, like within the shadow, or it could just kind of be a little more subtle, or depending on, you know, what you got in your chart, or very intense, lasting from now until mid-July. So you've got the 8 of Swords. The 8 of Swords is not like... Okay, so the Swords suit has to do with the air element. And the air element has everything to do with our thought process, our mental, our mentality, the way we're thinking about doing things, and the intellectual approach we have to certain things, okay? You've got the 8 of Swords coming up in the energy for you guys, and that means that during this next month or around the new moon, depending on, you know, like I said, what you got in your chart, you may be in a position to where you're just feeling stuck. And that could be stuck in a relationship, stuck at a job, stuck in a place you don't want to be living in. But you may be feeling that energy of feeling stuck, and then also feeling trapped because the thoughts that you have, the possibilities that you're presenting to yourself, every one that you come up with, you're like, but this could turn out this way, or what if this happens? And then in another sense, I consider these thoughts, and I typically tend, when I read this card, to say that these are your thoughts, Libra, and you're hanging on to just something that's just kind of keeping you, you know, from falling by the wayside, but you're not hanging on too tight to it. Like, you could blow into the wind very easily. And if you look at the card, that butterfly is fully developed. It's ready to spread its wings, but for some reason it doesn't want to say, hey, look at me, I'm a beautiful butterfly. It's like, nope, I'm gonna stay in here, because if I spread my wings, I can get cut. Like, if I spread my wings, where am I gonna go? The swords are gonna cut my wings, and I'm not gonna be able to fly. But this is the sword suit, so this has everything to do with your mentality. As I was saying, when I read this card, There are some other cards in the sword suit that I consider the swords being thoughts from other people, external influences. But when the 8 of Swords comes up, I look at this more of an internal card. I think of this more as this is your own thoughts in your own head, and you're just putting negativity, you're attaching negativity to them, as opposed to just thinking and understanding that it's time for you to spread your wings, and you can spread your wings. Yeah, we all get roughed up a little bit in the process, or a lot of it in the process. I can attest to getting roughed up a lot of it in the process, let me tell you. But with that being said, like, what good is it going to do you to just stay there? What are you going to do? Like, why do you have those pretty wings? Like, what did you go into your cocoon for? You know, what's the point if you're not going to spread your wings? But, you know, that may be the energy you're feeling. Not maybe, that's probably going to be the energy that you're feeling during this month, or this next month, or within these next couple of weeks, just depending on how the moons affect you. I do full moon readings for myself too, and I do offer full moon readings. If you guys want personal readings, I'll tell y'all how to do all that at the end of the video, okay? All right, we talked about the eight of Swords enough. You guys are going to be feeling trapped, possibly feeling stuck, feeling like whatever steps you take are not going to put you into, the places that you're trying to be in. Now, the next card that you have coming up is the 4 of Cups. This is another one of my cards that I'm not too fond of. This is just it's not my favorite card. The 4 of Cups coming up. When this card pops, so I get 2 messages for this. This isn't in the position of the energies that may be crossing you during this time. When that card comes up, the first message that I get off back is you're not content. You're not happy with whatever is going on. And then another message that I get for it is that you might be in a position that you're not really all that enthused about, but for the time being, that's what is for you, and you are kind of being a little greedy, wanting things to change, to adhere to exactly how you want them to be, okay? The 4 of Cups, though, crossing this 8 of Swords, I think this is not necessarily a energy crossing the 8 of Swords, but I think this is an energy during this time kind of contributing to it. What I get from those 2 cards crossing each other is there's something you want to do, Libra. There's something that you want in your life, and for some reason right now is just not the time for it. It's just not the time to make, those moves that you're trying to make. It is just not the time to, go out and receive the things that you really, really want to receive right now. And that's probably because there's more work to be done. But this card coming up is saying that you are so adamant about changing whatever it is that you're trying to change, that you're kind of like, okay, so if you look at the card, you see this little rat. There's 4 cups down there. First of all, what the hell is a rat finna do with some cups, some goblets? You know what I'm saying? So that card is saying, like, you have what you like. You right now, you probably have more than you need, or you have what you need for the time being, but you want more, and that's okay. We should always be striving for better. But what I have to teach myself sometimes, or what I have to tell myself sometimes, is that there are situations in which you're put in to grow, or to heal, or to help. And in those situations, sometimes you come across things that you may feel like are not in your best interest, but in the long run, they kind of are. So instead of, right now, and this is not to say don't be ambitious, but instead of right now putting so much energy into whatever it is that you're trying to work on, that you feel like is just going to get fucked up all over the place, try to focus a little bit more on what you already have. Don't get too greedy. Don't get, what do they say? What do old people be saying? Like, oh, your eyes are too big for your stomach. Like, don't go out there looking for more than you can handle right now, okay? And don't put yourself into situations that you're just not mentally ready to deal with at the current moment. Even though you might want to, and on some like Pentacles shit, really want to get foundations popping. Right now, Libra, I don't know that it is the time to completely make those moves. I think this is the time right now for you to be thinking about and really, really planning on a more intellectual level, not in a physical level, more really planning the things that you're trying to do, really putting thoughts into, okay, how am I going to get to this step? How am I going to get to this step, as opposed to, I just want to be here. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. So the next card we have coming up is what needs to be changed in your life, Libra. What are you about to, or what are you adapting to? We're talking about Gemini, a very adaptable sign. They are an air sign, so instead of saying they tend to go with the flow, I say the Geminis go wherever the wind blows them. And that is what this card is representing. Where is the wind blowing you, and how are you about to cope with that? Or where did the wind blow y'all, and how are you dealing with that? So this card coming up for you, Libra, usually the Seven of Swords is saying like there's something there that's hidden. And usually when I read this, I'm like, oh, it's you who's hiding the secret. But what I get for this card is there's something possibly going on, or, oh, that makes sense. Something going on around you, or a situation that you're in that, you know, is not completely clear. Like, you have a little bit of suspicion of something might be going on here. Like, something is not right. Something is off. Like, what's the truth? Like, what's really good is what I get for this card. And I think that also has a little bit to do with the Eight of Swords. Like, you're kind of in this space where you're like, well, what the hell is going on over here? And, you know, I need to get out of this shit because I don't know what this is. That's that Four of Cups. I need to do away with this. I want something different. And it's probably because you like, I don't know what the hell this is over here. What am I dealing with? What am I doing? Like, what is going on? The Seven of Swords, though, coming up in the position of what is breezing in for you, or, you know, what do you need to adapt to? What I want to say, Libra, y'all are an air sign, so you guys resonate with very intellectual energy as well, more so than the rest of us. Well, you and y'all's fellow air people, but more so than the rest of the elements, right? What I would say for that card, Libra, how do you need to adapt? What do you need to do is, instead of focusing on, I want this, instead of whatever you got going on, put a little more energy into figuring out what this is. So if you're feeling like something's going down, or if you're feeling like something is off, or you're feeling like somebody's keeping something from you, or there's just not something, like you're not aware of something that you need to know, start doing your research. Start peeking and prying. Like, you know, do what you got to do to figure your shit out, because you got a lot of, I don't want to say a lot of negative swords energy in this spread, but you kind of do. You got 3 sword cards, and they're all some of my least favorite cards, to be completely honest. Okay. So, yeah, Libra, if there's something going on, if there's something that you've been thinking about that you're just like, that's a little off, that's a little fishy, I don't really know what's good, or I don't really know why this person is like this, or why this situation is like this, or what's going down, or what's been said, do your research. This is all, Gemini season is all about communication. You should ask people if you need to, hey, what's good? What's good with you? Why are you acting like that? What's this about? Why wasn't I informed of X, Y, and Z, you know? And Libras, you guys are a little bit more of an observational sign. You tend to weigh things out and then go on and make your decisions and make your moves. But with this Gemini season, this Gemini lunar season being here, I think y'all may need to tap in to that communicative energy that air signs have, and really start talking to people, start talking through things, and start figuring things out, doing your research, because whatever this is most likely, this is the card right before the Eight of Swords, so whatever this is most likely contributing to why you feel like this, okay? Now, the next card that I have in the spread is the Sun, and the Sun is in the position of living in your truth, living your best life. Like, how do you need to express yourself? You've got the Sun card. Now, this is one of my favorite cards. I like that one. The Sun, just vibrant energy, positive energy. So with the Sun card coming up in that position, what I want to say about that is you need to be actively healing yourself, Libra. This is not saying you need to be eating better or, you know, exercising. I think this is more on a spiritual, mental, emotional level. I think, you guys, there's a little bit of healing work that needs to be done. And from what it's looking like, this Gemini lunar energy is a little heavy for y'all. So this card coming up is saying like, hey, the best way to express yourself is to heal yourself, is to tap into some sun energy. Go outside. It's the summertime. Summertime. It's summer. Like, go outside. Go sit in the sun. Go get a tan. Go whatever, you know, go put your feet in the grass, on the ground. Go be by some water. Go do something that puts you into a positive headspace, because you're not, whatever it is that you want, Libra, that you're like, oh, I just gotta get the hell out of whatever is going on here. Whatever it is that you want, Libra, it's not going to happen because you have all this dense negative energy weighing on you during this time. It's not going to say, this is not to say it's not going to happen, period, but for the Gemini lunar cycle, probably not unless you work through this negative energy. So, one, Libra, understand that you've got to come out of your own head. Also understand that, you know, we all want a lot of things. I want $1 million. I could use $1 million, but, you know, we don't always get what we want when we want it. Let me not say we don't always get what we want, because we do have the power to manifest the things and bring them into physicality that we do want, but we don't always get what we want when we want it. And let me be the first to tell y'all, that is the life I'm living right now, not getting what I want when I want it, you know. But you have to understand that sometimes there's a process behind things. Sometimes you have to work through certain things before you can get to what it is that you really want, okay? All right, y'all. The last card that I have coming up for y'all in this spread is, now, I don't know if this is like the main all shit card for me, or if that's like the 10 of Wands. I'm not a fan of the 10 of Wands, or the 10 of Swords, but this one I don't like either. This is coming up in your soul message position. Whatever this situation is, and because we're talking about swords cards, the swords have a lot to do with clarity too. So because we're talking about swords cards, whatever this is going on over here, Libra. Okay. Yeah, you want something different because you know this is probably not for you. But unfortunately, you're in a position right now to where you kind of just have to rock with that. But it's also like, I have to rock with this, but there's still something going on that I feel like I need to know about. Whenever you find out what that is, it may bring you to a point to where you just feel like, damn, like, dang, like, that's rough, that's harsh. Like, who is that the life we're living? But that coming up in your soul message position is saying like, hey, this is a heads up. Like, some shit might be going down. You might end up in a position to where, you know, you're not completely happy, or you're not completely happy with a situation, but it being in your soul message position is, and especially coming after the Sun card, is saying, Libra, the most important card for you in this spread, the most important thing for y'all to remember during this next month from mid-June to mid-July is that you've got to heal and actively heal. You've got to be on top of it. Stay on top of your game and get out of your negative thoughts. Stay out of that negative headspace. Stay out of that I want, I need, that greed, and just understand that, like, divine timing. I say this in all my spreads. Divine timing. Everything done in the dark will come to light. We're at the new moon right now, so this time does have a little bit to do with mystery and anxiety. Once the full moon, and probably once the full moon comes around, especially because it's the, oh, guys, full moon in Capricorn. And Saturn is in Capricorn, and Saturn is in retrograde right now. And I got videos on all that up on my channel if you want more information. But probably once this full moon comes around, whatever it is that you're trying to figure out will most likely be unraveled. Might cause you a little bit of distress. But just know everything, like everybody, like the saying, this too shall pass. Like it will. I'm literally talking about the next month. But I'm more so talking about this energy is probably going to be more prominent for the next couple of weeks to the end of June, okay? All right, Libra, that's your spread. Gemini is not here to play with us. I don't know. I think I maybe have done 2 signs that had like really bomb cards. Everybody else has been on some, oh, what? So yeah, y'all, if you, and I just saw the 10 of Wands, that's ridiculous. If you are in a position where you feel like you need a little bit more clarity, or if you just really like this reading and you want me to go a little bit more in depth with you, go on and either shoot me an email or check out my Etsy store. I prefer to have readings booked through my Etsy site, but you know, if you don't, there's the World card, and there's the, okay, y'all. So there's the 6 of Swords and the World card. And then the Mother of Cups, the Queen of Cups for me is a confirmation card. So I saw those, I was shuffling those, and the deck was cut like that. The Devil's right underneath it. There's hope. Just keep in mind that, you know, the only way out of the bottom is up. You are going to be you're going to be battling with negative energy, I feel like. But I feel like it's coming from you. But just keep in mind, like, you know, you have the potential to tap into that energy to bring yourself into a Wheel of Fortune. Some shit's about to change for you, Gemini. Ooh, okay, y'all. I'm going to stop because now I should be charging y'all. I should put this on a Vimeo channel and cut it out at 3 minutes, you know, on YouTube. But I'm not going to do that. Whew, that was a lot. Something's about to change for you, Gemini. You're going to be struggling with negative energy attached to whatever this shift is, and it's most likely going to be coming from yourself. I called y'all Geminis. Libra, coming from yourself, because you are an air sign. It's most likely the negative energy is going to be coming from yourself, from your thoughts, as far as what if this could happen, or this could turn out like this type of energy. Libra, tap into that sun energy. I just saw the sun again. Tap into that sun energy and keep yourself out of that. Try to move yourself away from that. Things are going to become clear for you, and as they do, they may be a little rough, but you know, just keep in mind, like I said, this too shall pass. And that 6 of Swords that I saw as we were wrapping up, you know, like I said, the only way out of the bottom is up. There is hope on the horizon. Okay. If you liked the video, go on and hit that little thumbs up button for me down below. If you have any friends that you feel like may need to watch this, go on and share it. You guys share my videos a lot, and it shocks me still. That's really how I get a lot of the growth on my channel. What else, y'all? If you have any comments aside from this didn't resonate with me, go on and drop their questions. Go on and drop them down below. Back to checking my channel pretty frequently here, so I should respond to you, you know, within a couple days' time. And if you made it through this whole video of me talking and you're still here, hit subscribe, because you clearly rock with me. Go on and hit that subscribe button so you can keep up with when I'm putting out new videos. Yeah, that although like it may not be completely time for it yet, Libra, you're feeling like that because there really isn't anything left for you, whatever that situation there. Like it's not meant for you. Like you've done what you needed to, not done what you needed to do. There's still a little bit more work for you to do there, but it is time to start wrapping up and time to start getting things going. Is y'all's video 28 minutes? Oh no, Libra. This is how I know this is a Libra video. Natasha, this looks like one of your voice memos. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. I will see y'all next time.